Good morning. It's the morning.
How you doing? Feeling good, man. Excited, still here for this. I'm up. I'm up, though. Jeez.
Well, it's a blast for us to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so the jersey. Let's get into it because obviously this ties to one Shedeur Sanders who balled out in his first preseason game. I'm sorry, I apologize. Barry Sanders.
Why is this jersey in the middle of this controversy that Monica McNutt finds herself? Because everybody been sending me this video. Everyone's been talking about it. Break it down, big dog. What the hell going on? Is that what sports media is today? How she don't know that that's Barry Sanders, not Shedeur Sanders? We're going to walk through this one a little bit. Let's see it one more time, though. Listen to these choice words. I love breaking down film on people. Use their words for and against them because she says, obviously, that is tied into. Obviously tied into. Watch it.
Good morning. It's the morning.
How you doing? Feeling good, man. Excited, still here for this.
He's so funny.
I'm up, though. Jeez.
Well, it's a blast for us to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so the jersey. Let's get into it because obviously this ties to one Shedeur Sanders who.
Obviously, this ties to Shedeur Sanders. To me, this is why I was like, why y'all making a big fuss out of this video? Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? It ties. So that means, oh, I know that's a Barry Sanders jersey, but because it says Sanders, you're trying to make a statement for Shedeur Sanders. I caught what you did there, Drewski, so I'm breaking it down with you vibing, right? We on a different level than the rest of this audience. That's where she had me, and I was like, y'all overreacting. And then she just keeps going. Watch what happens.
Balled out in his first preseason game. I'm sorry, I apologize. Barry Sanders.
Okay, now she's sorry and she apologizing because, not because it's not tying into Shedeur Sanders, because she didn't know that that was Barry Sanders. All over the place. There's a big difference between being lost and hella lost, and she hella lost in this one. So the real question is, I know what y'all been saying, is like, yo, look at ESPN. Look at these people who are hosting sports shows that don't even know sports. Now, let's just be honest before we go get her. You could be a host of something and not really specifically know anything about certain sports. Be real, right? Like, she's into the WNBA, basketball, we get it. So when it comes to football, she can host a show, but she gonna keep it pretty general, not get too specific. But even if you're keeping it general, you gotta know the best running back ever. You gotta know that that's Barry Sanders, right? And if you do know that, then what you apologizing for? And if you didn't know that, what are you talking about with Shedeur Sanders? Let's walk through it. One, that can't be a Shedeur Sanders jersey. They don't have throwback Shedeur Sanders jerseys yet in blue. Cleveland ain't got the throwback blue ones, right? There it should be orange, should be white, should be brown. Okay, so we're saying general. All right, what else? That ain't his number. I know he had to change his number to 12. It ain't 20, right? I think NFL rule, you can't be 20 playing quarterback. And everything ain't a statement. Like, I think this is what really got her. She was just like, oh, I see what you're doing there. No, you don't. I'm not doing anything. He like, no, this is just Barry Sanders. Like, my favorite player ever, or one of the best to ever do it. And that general knowledge should be something afforded to someone who's hosting the biggest sports show we have on the daily called First Take. Even if you're a fill-in, substitute teacher, you still got to know your ABCs, right? So I get why y'all wanted to go there on her. You know what's crazy, though? Let's be real. Y'all remember throwback jerseys? Y'all remember that Mitchell and Ness, that craze? Any of y'all? Imagine, because I used to collect them. Stupid habit. But in the moment, I was just caught up in that zone. Everybody in the locker room. I got this one today. And you be like, who was that? Literally, we're in the NFL collecting throwback jerseys. So these are all great players, or they were on sick teams, or they were sick players and sick jerseys, right? And then you would just show up. Oh, you got the Gale Sayers. Oh, because a lot of them don't have their names on the back. They was just like numbers. You're like, who's that? All right, and we're in the NFL. So this is me defending her to a degree. We in the NFL, and we like getting surprised every single day with jerseys. But then also the great ones we kind of knew, right? So I understand that. I was in this just happened to me like a few months ago. I'm in a jacuzzi at a hotel and we all just chilling. You know when you get there, hey, where you from, Bob? Oh, okay, I'm from LA. Me too, what part? You know, you doing all that. And I'm doing this and this guy is just talking and I'm talking back with him. He's super cool for like an hour. Now I'm over there melting, you know what I'm saying? This hot dog over here just boiling in the water. I'm just hot. But I'm still in there because it felt comfortable. Kids was with me and everything. And then at the end, he shook my hand to say, all right, peace out. And I was like, all right. He was like, Kevin. I was like, all right, man, good seeing you, brother, Marcellus. And he was like, yeah, Kevin Euclid. I was like, Kevin Euclid? Like, I've been talking to you for an hour and you Kevin Euclid? Like, I know who that is. I didn't know his face, but I knew who he was, right? So there's times when you just got that gap in knowledge, you just got to understand it. But for her, I know what y'all saying. How do you pre-show not know what that is, not talk to him, not just do a little like saying, oh, you rocking with Shedeur like before. Somehow, maybe she didn't want to prep that. Maybe she wanted to save all that for on air. And then you go there and you can even see Stephen A. Smith kind of looking like, no. That's Barry. Like, I don't even know how we starting this show off right here. So I'm not going to beat it up too much because I've been in that position before. My cousin just yesterday, we were in hiking. I went hiking with my little cousin, right? And my son, MJ, and we hiking and then MJ and him talking. And the next thing you know, my cousin says, you play for the Cowboys? And I was like, yeah. Now, I know it was a forgettable year, but still, he was like, you play for the Cowboys? Yeah. And he was like, oh, that's my dad's favorite team. I said, I know. We've been to the games before. He's like, oh, I didn't know you played for them. That's my family. He see the jersey around the house. My son knows. He should know. And then my son was like, you forget stuff. You knew he played for them. Your daddy always talk about it. Point being, I ain't first, second, third degree crime right here. For me, this feels second degree. This ain't first degree. Y'all shouldn't kill her. I think y'all should be like, because I know I could do some trivia with y'all. Beat it up in the comments. Who is the greatest player that if you saw their jersey, it would have threw you off? Right? For real. Like, for real. What number was Gale Sayers? 40. All right, so it ain't him. But the point is, beat it up in the comments, have some fun with it. Everything ain't got to be heavy-hearted. Sometimes you can just slap somebody on the wrist. Sometimes you slap the shit out of them. Right? This one, I think you slap her on the wrist. But beat it up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about it. If y'all ask me to do a video, I ain't doing it. But if enough of y'all ask, I'm going to do it. Okay? So that's how the game goes. And a lot of y'all was blowing me up with that one. So I just think that, look, Skip Bayless said this great about all the people he's worked with. A lot of them don't prep. He said it on the Say Still interview. A lot of them don't prep. And actually, it's better that they don't prep, some of them, right? Because they're entertainers. They're not necessarily there to be educators. So they don't need stat after stat after stat and knowledge of all these things. They just need to have the gift of gab, as Skip called it. And more importantly, they got to just know how to keep it going and keep it flowing. So maybe she's caught up in that lane, but I know now she's going to do some football knowledge. She don't have some viral moments. She said Caitlin Clark only popular because she white. I remember that. I was like, what? Whoa, it's funny. All right, so now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your dough, boy. So let me know if you guys are in debt. I'm talking about personal debt, student loan debt, credit card debt, medical debt. Chasing Monica McNutt all around all these stadiums to figure out who's the quarterback, and I don't know who they are, so what jersey they got on, I'm going to say it's a running back debt. Whatever that debt is, you got to call my team and monitor debt resolution for your financial wellness solution. So be like Jessica. She just graduated from school. She's a musician, so you know she's working at the taverns and the pubs and all that kind of stuff, but she got debt. That's 2025, but she already called my team and monitor debt resolution. She's going to be debt-free next year. Thousands of you have called. Hundreds of you have gotten plans. Make sure you're like Jessica and get your plan. Call this number right here for real. Wow. 866-204-0071. That's 866-204-0071. Now, make sure y'all do that too. Check the link in my description for your financial wellness prescription. We got to get her. So now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. Oh, Monica. Sometimes I feel like sometimes I don't. Monica McNutt. Y'all remember that slogan? I know y'all too young for that. Yeah, here we go. That ain't Shedeur. that's Barry. McNutt called the wrong Sanders. Commentary scary. That ain't Shedeur, that's Barry. Detroit in the building, Hall of Fame legendary. McNutt, Drewski in the fit. Opened up her mouth and the internet lit. Called it Shedeur's jersey. Nah, that's old school. Barry 20 on the Lions, juking cats out they shoes. Drewski sipping something, trying to play it cool. Chat's going crazy. McNutt, check the rules. One Sanders got the Heisman, one got the flash. One broke ankles, the other cashing NIL bags. You know what happened. Come on now. You listen to me. Listen to these lyrics. I'm rapping. Come on, guard. Barry cut left. Barry spin right. Made defenders disappear on Monday night. Shedeur in the pocket. Wrist froze with the shine. But Barry needed diamonds. Just the old line. Ha ha ha. Monica laugh it off, but Twitter don't sleep. Memes all week. Timeline running deep. Drewski playing dumb like he ain't fear that fumble, but Barry's name ring bells. Can't confuse the jungle. What? Oh, walked away, still on top, young man. Shedeur just starting, trying to earn a spot. Come on, man. Prime times, don't get it twisted. Barry's juke's timeless, Shedeur swag gifted. So salute McNutt for the viral mistake. Got the internet buzzing. That's a W take. Barry or Shedeur, yo, both got the flame, but only one wore the Lions. Changed the whole game, come on. How you gonna confuse Barry? I'm gonna say it again, he's legendary. Oh, y'all caught the twist? The double entendre? Yes. Go get him, Monica. I'm sorry, girl, but do better. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away.
All right, y'all. Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. Vinia. Not a powder, not a pill. It's the twice daily chews, and yeah, they taste good too. I used to force down beet juice before games just to get my blood flow going. Hated the taste, hated the mess. Vinia? Way better benefits, way better experience. This is a real blood flow product, clinically proven to dilate your arteries and help your blood flow naturally produce nitric oxide. Vinia actually retrains your cells to unlock more of it the way your body's supposed to. Bruh, that's pie seed resveratrol at work. Consistent, efficient, powerful. Whether I'm in the studio, running around with my itty bitties, or battling on a pickleball court, I want to stay sharp and in rhythm. Vinia helps me get there. It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. So if you're trying to show up every day at your best, skip the beet juice. Go with Vinia. Blood flow energy that shows up for you. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so